Hi, my name is Zita. I am a doctor of physical therapy, and I am a big believer that everything is connected with everything outside of ourselves, in the world, and also inside of ourselves. And it is especially true when we are talking about our health. This is why to connect body, mind, and soul is so important when we are looking for full health and happiness and joy in our lives. So, today I'd like to talk about how anxiety and high blood pressure are connected to each other, and how you can find yourself in a vicious circle of worrying about your health because you have high blood pressure, and then even increasing your anxiety even further, and how it is connected through physiology in your body, through your nervous, hormonal, immune, and cardiovascular system. And as I said, everything is connected with everything, so it is especially true when we are talking about high blood pressure. And on the end of the video, I'm going to show you a 5 minutes breathing technique that you can start anytime to start tackling anxiety, lowering stress, and regulating your nervous system. And also beneath this video, I linked another video with a meditation that I created especially to lower high blood pressure. So if you like to try out that, just please link through that. And I would love to hear from you how these techniques and ideas are landing for you and how they work out in your everyday life. So if stress leads to elevated blood pressure and elevated blood pressure leads to more stress, it's no wonder why stress management and anxiety care is an integral part of high blood pressure therapy or treatment. But not many people actually able to develop a good routine that is efficiently tackles stress, anxiety, worry, and fear. So when I talk about a daily practice and why it is so important, it's because our everyday life are affecting our body and our physical system. In fact, every single thought, feeling, and emotion generates a physical chemical response in our body. For example, when you're running late in the morning, or you are sitting in the traffic, or somebody cuts you off in the traffic, or there is a conflict between your boss and you, or between your partner and you, or it doesn't have to be an event. It is enough just to think about an unpleasant memory from the past or start worrying about the future, and it already starts to generate different chemical responses on our body. First of all, you might have heard about the stress response or the fight or flight response. It is also called the sympathetic nervous response, which is part of the autonomic nervous system. And that instantly responds to everything that happens around us and inside of us. And when the stress response activates, that is going to elevate the blood pressure, raise your heart rate, slow down your digestion, slow down the immune system, and so much more. The second part of this system is through the endocrine system. When the stress response activates, then it also activates the HPA axis, the hypothalamus pituitary and adrenal axis, and the adrenals are going to generate cortisol and norepinephrine in our body. That's going to lead further elevating blood pressure, rises your heart rate, slowing down the digestion, slowing down the immune system and the immune response, and also change our sleep patterns. The very good news is that it has an opposite side of the autonomic nervous system, has a parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. And it is so easy to switch on that nervous system response with breathing technique, meditation, dancing, singing, or just enjoying life. Or even when we start to digest and we take time to eat our food and maybe sit down for 10 minutes to really digest that food without running to tackle the next task in our life, then that parasympathetic response can switch on and helps our body to regenerate. Blood pressure lowers down, the heart rate sinks, the digestion starts to come on, and we start to develop more and more resources to the time when we really have stress in our life and we have to tackle that. So, coming back to high blood pressure and anxiety, when someone has elevated high blood pressure, then they usually either take medication or they do lifestyle changes, or most of the time they do both, which is perfect when we really have to tackle the blood pressure being high, but also the underlying problems and causes. That can be dietary problems, a lack of exercise, having extra weight, excess weight in ourselves, smoking, drinking, and also having excess stress and anxiety. So, the very best and optimal way to tackle high blood pressure is to really examine and observe our lives. What do we need to change? So, let's go back to the breathing practice. If you have a blood pressure monitor, please measure your blood pressure right now. Write it down or just remember it. What I'm going to teach you is the box breathing. Probably many of you heard about it, and if not, then please learn this and just be ready to do this any time of your day, at least for 5 minutes or 10 rounds of repetition, because it's really, really effective. And how it looks like is then we start with an inhale and we are going to count for 4, then hold it at the top for 4 seconds, and 4 seconds we are going to exhale and then hold it exhaled for another 4 seconds. So it looks like that we are going around a box with 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds exhale, and 4 seconds hold. If you have found your comfortable position and your seat, could be in the car or a chair or even in your kitchen, then please allow your eyes to softly close. Good. And now we're going to start with the box breathing. We are going to do 10 rounds. And let's start with an inhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 2 rounds down. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's exhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's hold again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Good. Now just keep going. Inhale. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. And hold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now you can expand to 5 seconds or just keep the 4. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. and hold. Good. 6th round. Comes to 7. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. And hold. Good. 8. Inhale. Fresh oxygen through your whole body. Feel your chest expanding. Then hold at the top. Feel as the fresh energy goes throughout your body. And then exhale. Let everything relax. Your shoulders, your chest, your belly. And then hold. Feel your weight on the ground. Good. Inhale up. Your chest expanding, your whole body growing a little taller, stronger, holding at the top, nice and strong. Exhaling, relaxing everything to the ground, to the chair. Letting all the tension out of our body. And holding a little more this sensation. And then the last round. Inhale, nice and big. Fresh oxygen throughout our body. Holding it, holding it, holding it. And then exhale, relax into this peaceful, joyful state. And then holding and letting Mother Earth to take over our bodies away. Good. And now just slow down your breath, nice and smooth. Inhale and exhale. Feel the ease, the joy, the compassion right now for yourself that you did this little practice for yourself and it only took you 5-6 minutes. And then 3 big breaths in with a big sigh out. Inhale. And last one. Slowly open your eyes. And just let yourself enjoy this peaceful state, this joy to connect to the present moment, to your heart, to your breath. And maybe it's a good time to measure your blood pressure one more time. Or just really register how you feel at the moment. How are your thoughts? How are your feelings? How do you feel about your day? If you like to write it down in the comments, then that you're welcome to do so. Please just click on the link below this video and you will have access to the other meditation that I created for high blood pressure and lowering anxiety. Otherwise, you're welcome to subscribe or share this video with whoever might need it. And hope you have a wonderful day with an open heart, with a tall spine and a clear mind. All the best. Bye.